Here are 20 interesting facts, features, and things you should know about the new GTA 5 Enhanced update. First off, mods don't work at all right now. If you're using graphics mods like natural vision, scripts, vehicle add-ons, or any other modifications, you should stick to the legacy version for now. Neither Open4 nor Codewalker support the new update, meaning modding is basically dead for the moment. However, there's some good news. Raised has already started working on updating NVE for the enhanced version using custom tools. So while it's only a matter of time before some mods become compatible, for now, you're stuck with vanilla GTA 5 if you upgrade. Next up, there's a hidden setting that most people don't know about. Inside the settings, file in your Documents GTA 5 folder. There's a hidden option called RT Indirect Diffuse Second Bounce. Enabling this adds an extra bounce of indirect lighting to ray tracing, making the game's lighting look a bit brighter and more realistic. It looks good, but there's a reason Rockstar didn't include it in the settings menu. It's not fully stable. Turning it on causes a noticeable FPS drop, and in some cases, the effect glitches out, making it clear that it's not working as intended. That's probably why Rockstar left it hidden. But if you want to experiment with pushing the graphics further, it's an interesting tweak to try. In the enhanced version, outfits with glowing or illuminated elements now actually emit light in the game world. This means that neon jackets, LED shoes, or Tron-style outfits will cast a glow on nearby surfaces, and this is exactly what ray tracing should be doing. For some reason, Rockstar didn't include HDR support in the PC version of GTA 5 Enhanced, even though it's available on PS5. It's a strange decision, considering most modern PC games support HDR, and the hardware is more than capable of handling it. Despite all the ray tracing upgrades, vehicle mirrors remain untouched, still using the same low-quality reflections as before. If you were expecting proper real-time reflections in mirrors, that's not happening. The likely reason is that Rockstar would have to update over 800 vehicle models to make it work properly. And let's be real, they probably didn't want to put in that much effort. So while the rest of the game got some visual upgrades, mirrors are still stuck in 2013. As of now, 5M doesn't work with GTA 5 Enhanced, meaning all roleplay servers are still running on the older version. So if you're into RP, don't upgrade just yet. And while we're on the topic of roleplay, let's talk about something big. Grand RP is celebrating its 4th anniversary in 5M. That's 4 years of running strong, proving they're one of the most reliable and feature-packed roleplay servers out there. Over the years, they've introduced tons of unique systems you won't find anywhere else, constantly dropping huge updates to keep things fresh. And on February 28th, they rolled out one of their biggest updates ever. If you haven't checked it out yet, now's the perfect time to jump in. Hit the link in the description to see what's new and start playing for free today. Join a massive community, shape your own story, and enjoy role-playing with thousands of players. Plus, new players get a bunch of rewards and bonuses, so don't miss out. And getting back to the video, if you're an NVIDIA user, you might have noticed that a new game-ready driver dropped specifically for GTA 5 Enhanced. Sounds great, right? Well, not exactly. For some players, this update is locking the game at 60 FPS, even if VSync is turned off, so unless you absolutely need to update your drivers, it's best to hold off for now until NVIDIA rolls out a fix. If you've already updated and run into this issue, you can try rolling back to a previous driver to restore your uncapped frame rate. If you've hopped into Enhanced Online, you might have noticed something missing. The in-game text chat is no longer available. At least for now, Rockstar has completely removed it. This might not seem like a big deal at first, but it actually makes lobbies feel way more empty and lifeless, with no more random messages popping up. Hopefully Rockstar brings it back in a future update, because right now, online feels strangely disconnected. When comparing both versions fairly, meaning with ray tracing turned off, the enhanced version surprisingly performs better, delivering higher FPS than the older legacy version. And it makes me wonder, why did Rockstar make this a separate game instead of just an update? If it was just a patch, players who can't run ray tracing could have simply disabled it in the settings, and everyone would still be on the same version. But instead, we have two separate versions of GTA 5 on PC, which only adds more confusion and compatibility issues. Maybe there's a technical reason behind it, but honestly, it doesn't make much sense. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but this feels like unnecessary fragmentation. While enhanced version brings ray tracing and other improvements, some textures actually look worse. Certain clothing items in particular appear incredibly low resolution, almost as if they were pulled straight from the PS3 era. This might help explain why the game size is now around 23 gigabytes smaller than the legacy version. Sure, Rockstar probably improved file compression, but it also makes me wonder, were these textures always this bad, or did something get downgraded in the process? Rockstar has confirmed that frame generation support is on the way for both NVIDIA DLSS and AMD FSR in a future update. This is huge news for anyone struggling with performance while running all ray tracing options enabled. No release date yet, but it's definitely something to look forward to. Data miners have discovered two noise textures in the enhanced version version's files, which appear to be related to RDR2's volumetric cloud system. This suggests that Rockstar either experimented with bringing Red Dead Redemption 2's advanced cloud tech into GTA 5 or is still working on it. As of now, the sky and clouds in GTA 5 remain unchanged, but this discovery raises some interesting questions. Could a future update bring improved cloud rendering, or was this just leftover data from development? Either way, it's an exciting find, and we'll have to wait and see if Rockstar does anything with it. If you're having crashes or bad performance in GTA 5 Enhanced, you're definitely not alone. A lot of players have reported stability issues, stuttering, and lower than expected FPS, even on high-end hardware. Right now, it looks like this is just a common problem with the new update, and unfortunately, there's not much we can do except wait for Rockstar to drop a patch. Hopefully, they'll fix these issues soon. But until then, if you're struggling with performance, you're not the only one. One of the biggest selling points of the enhanced version was ray-traced reflections, but unfortunately, they don't always look great. Even when running the game on DLAA or native resolution, reflections still appear grainy and muddy from many angles during regular gameplay. I'm not sure if this is just a limitation of ray tracing itself, meaning it can't work better, or if Rockstar needs to fine-tune the implementation with a future patch. Either way, if you were expecting crisp, mirror-like reflections everywhere, you might be a little disappointed. And out of all the ray tracing features in enhanced version, shadows might be the most underwhelming. For some, they may look more realistic, but honestly, they just seem way too blurry in their current state. What's even more frustrating is that we don't have any option to adjust their sharpness, unlike in GTA 5 Legacy, where you could tweak shadow settings to your preference. If you compare Ultra RT shadows in Enhanced to non-RT softest shadows in Legacy, the difference is actually huge, and not in a good way. And in my opinion, Legacy shadows look better. It's possible that Rockstar will tweak this in a future patch, but as of now, the RT shadows aren't really living up to expectations. There's a weird glitch in Enhanced that causes a huge performance drop whenever you look up while underwater. No idea what's causing it, but the FPS tanks hard, even on high-end PCs. This wasn't an issue in the Legacy version, so it seems like something is broken in the Enhanced update. If you're switching to Enhanced, you can transfer your existing PC characters to the new version, but you only get one chance. Once the transfer is done, it's permanent, and you can't move your character back to the Legacy version. Also, transfers between PC and consoles aren't possible, so if you were hoping to bring your character from PlayStation or Xbox, you're out of luck. So, make sure you're 100% ready before making the switch. Of course, if you upgrade to Enhanced, you can still launch and play the Legacy version as well. However, keep in mind that your progress is completely separate between the two versions. That means any money, levels, or unlocks you earn in one version won't carry over to the other. So if you decide to keep playing both, you'll basically be maintaining two separate accounts. If you're thinking about switching to Enhanced, make sure your PC can handle it, especially if you want to play with ray tracing enabled. The full system requirements are on screen right now, so take a look and see if your setup is ready for the upgrade. If your hardware doesn't meet the recommended specs, you might want to stick to the Legacy version for a smoother experience. If you're on the fence about upgrading because the graphical differences don't seem that big, there's a great website that can help. It has an interactive image slider that lets you compare the game with and without various ray tracing options enabled. This way, you can see for yourself if the changes are worth it before making the switch. I'll leave the link in the description. The update definitely has some issues, but honestly, I'm still glad Rockstar decided to give us this kind of upgrade for a 12-year-old game. There might not be a huge difference, but at least it's something. And since it's free, there's really no reason to hate on Rockstar this time, at least for this update. And once again, check out the Grand Roleplay. I'm pretty sure you haven't played GTA like this yet, and with all the birthday gifts for players, it's the perfect time to jump in. If there's anything I missed, or if you've discovered something interesting about the new version, let me know in the comments.